Right, what's up everyone? Today we're picking up from where we left off in the last video. Yesterday we literally, just before we started tidying up in the room to start building the studio, my dad said, get ready, we're going to the village. And it was my first day back and I really wanted to see everyone, so we decided to roll with the punches. And it turned out to be a pretty good day. We started writing a song with our cousin. He had never written a song in his life before, and it was like he was a natural, so it must be in the family. But yeah, today we're back at home. Obviously it's quite late. We were up very late last night editing yesterday's footage, and so we're starting our day a bit later than planned, but that's why it's dark in the room. Today we're back picking up from where we left off. Just gonna tidy all of this stuff up, get rid of everything that we don't need, push them to the side, and start building the studio so we can have a creative environment to start cooking. There's a lot to go through, so I reckon this might take us all day, but yeah, that's what we're doing today, and we'll see where it goes. So without further ado, let's get started.
Baby, let me worry about the things I've said. You know how I get when I'm on my book.
We need to get this sort of out of the way, if we can. We live in a tiny apartment. Like, this was my room, and I had like 2 walls that were fairly usable, like this one and like that one. So we need to try and make as much space as possible. Mom said no to taking this out of the room because we don't have anywhere else to put it. I want the drums to be facing this way so that when you're behind the kit and I'm playing the guitar, we can communicate. She won't like it, but it's just for a couple of weeks and then we can put it back in.
Like, no one even uses this.
Yeah. What should I?
Recently I've taken a lover, being in her arms feels like a shower.
There's more stuff in this corner, so we're gonna tidy up here and then tidy up around here. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work, but we'll talk to you in a bit. Tidied up in the room, and we opened up a lot of space, and this room is actually bigger than it looks. It's just kind of really unfortunate because that is my parents' wardrobe, so that's a wall basically gone. And then when I moved here, I needed a wardrobe, so that's another wall gone. And then because that's a window, I basically have just one wall. So it just makes it feel smaller. Everything that was here, we basically had to move just over here, just to sort of make some space and move things around. So we're gonna get most of this stuff outside now, some of it in the shed, so that we can move the drums from here to there, just momentarily, so we can decide what kind of arrangement we're gonna have with the desk. So that's what we're gonna do now, get all this stuff out, probably hoover in here because it's disgusting, and then hopefully we can have a setup by the end of today. Yeah. Let's go and do that.
Bosch, are they connected?
Let's take this one first.
Okay.
drums here. This space is kind of open, and we're about to sort of try and see where the desk fits. We hoovered in the room, but it's getting pretty dark, so we decided to call it a day for now after this. The fun stuff is tomorrow. So we're gonna move the desk now. This is how the desk is set up right now. If you can imagine it, when I lived here, this desk was like rotated and this long end would go in there. We basically pulled it closer to this wall to have this space, and I thought we could put the drums here maybe. But we're also thinking like we should probably experiment with different setups to see which one works best. Like I said, that's where we set up the drums just for now. I am kind of liking it there because it's giving me like practice room vibes. We're gonna rotate the desk now and see if we can come up with a better setup. This might be the best move because it gives us the freedom to like be on the desk both ways.
And that's gonna be a recording booth.
Like you have me with the guitar or the vocals there, and then you on the drums there. And we can have the speakers like on here or something. It's really dark, so let's leave it for now. Ciao. So we're basically just setting everything up now, just cracking on with things. I brought these speakers. I got these when I came home from uni during COVID. I bought these for like, I don't know, quite cheap because I needed to do uni work. I just needed monitors, and I looked for something with a nice low end, and these, I think they go down to like 60 hertz, which, you know, isn't ideal, but for some cheap monitors, they do quite well. Because it sounds horrible in my room, I think you can hear it right now. I got these to kind of help with that a little bit. I'm gonna set them up like, I think one facing this way where I think we'll set up the guitars, and then this one probably facing that way. Because I don't wanna do any mixing while we're making the songs. I tend to do that now. Because I can mix as well. I just sort of think, okay, let me quickly like adjust a few things, but I want to really focus on like the production side of things and obviously writing. So I'm gonna set it up in a way that it doesn't allow me to mix while we're making the song. We decided to put the drums there for now because I think just from a studio perspective, having the desk here and then the drums there and then the guitar there, it's gonna help like if we're recording live, if he's behind the kit and I'm recording guitars, it's like we're basically facing each other, and the desk is like right in the middle of things. Perfect location where I could just flip my laptop around if I'm over there or if I'm behind the desk, but I feel like it's just the perfect spot. Where the tripod is gonna be the quote-unquote guitar booth. I'm gonna get rid of all of that. It's going up there because I like a clean desk. I've never had a clean desk, but I like a clean desk. I feel like this is a good analogy for like what cleaning up as a process looks like and setting up something new. It's like before you get to your end goal, say your end goal is to set up a music studio in a room that's full of crap. Before you can even set up the room, there's like lots of like side missions that keep popping up. Our goal wasn't to set up a studio, our goal wasn't to clean up in here, our goal was to make music every day. This right here is me. And this is my end goal, which is to make music. When you first look at this, you'd think, well, that's very simple. Why don't you just go and make music? But nothing works like that in life. In order to make music, I had to get on a plane, come to Cyprus, get a car home, and then I had to tidy up my room. Well, what's left of it. In order to tidy up my room, I had to empty my drawers, and then I had to declutter. Then, I had to turn this room into a music studio. But at the same time, before I got on the plane, I had to call up my brother and ask if he was willing to help me out. But also, you need an audience to keep making music in a healthy way. In order to find an audience, I had to be in front of an audience, which meant I had to be making music in front of a camera, I think. Which meant I had to go back to my brother, ask if he was willing to vlog with me. Thankfully he said yes. So then I had to learn how to edit videos. But also, I didn't want to just make music. I wanted to get back into the zone where I could create constantly, without interruptions, with satisfaction, with inspiration. And in order to do that, I had to take a step back from all of this. And I had to live so I could be inspired by things like flowers, trees, love, friendship, and laughter. I don't know how to draw that. Colors, sadness. And in order to do that, I had to reach out to old friends. I had to be willing to step out of my comfort zone. And finally get the timing right so I could do all of this to make music. Memorabilia, guitar equipment, a phone. Sen all set up şu an.
Pretty much. So if you're gonna be standing here, then this is gonna be left.
It
And
doesn't
this-
matter which one is left or right, to be honest.
Then you can put this here and put this here.
It's still gonna have to reach like that.
But it's less of a trip hazard.
We need to like...
We can move this table too. It's gonna be less spacious, but better management. Or we can find the, what's it called? Uzanmak.
That might be what we need. Because then we can tape it here. So the problem right now is that this cable, this power cable that needs to go in here, can go in here, but it just kind of stretches over the desk and like becomes a bit of a trip hazard. So we're trying to find a power cable, an extension cable, and then I'm gonna tape it under here so that the cable can just come up from there, basically. Right, so we're taking a break because our planet has come. Because this cable, if I plugged it in, it would be like that. We decided that we're gonna plug an extension slash power cable here. I'm gonna tape the power extension cable here so that we'll have access to power like right here. I don't know if it's safe because this is wood, but I guess we're gonna find out. We don't have the extension cable. Dad has it in his car, so we're just waiting for him. So we're gonna take a break. I need to go there, and we'll be back. Coffee break finished. Dad brought this back for us, and we're just doing our cabling. Did these, basically stuck them on the table. If we're meticulous with our cabling now, just less work later. This is we're gonna tape it down there. To be fair, I can tape it down here as well. So basically we're just gonna tape this somewhere under this desk for easier access. So we'll do that now. Just trying to imagine where everything goes. Obviously I've got my trusty focus right here. Probably gonna go up here on the desk. It's obviously gross, but there's nothing we can do about that right now. So we're just gonna, basically, this is a good example of how we want our cables to look. Obviously not that tight, but we want things to be as tight as possible. So we're gonna do just that. Yeah. I'm gonna try and tape things on the walls, on the floor. We'll see if I'm gonna have to do this. Right. So here's what I was thinking. Rather than putting it here, which was the original plan, I can wrap the cable around there on my back and on here. This is plugged in my way. And then that's where the speaker is, up there. And then we're gonna wrap it around there, see if it, that works. We'll just have to, and then we can take the cable under here.
Tell me this is the best way you've seen the use of tape.
Engineering core, bro. Look at that. Is this as deep as it goes?
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said.
Okay.
So we just finished setting up the speakers. The cabling took us like an hour, maybe even longer. That's what we've been doing mostly. But I'm really proud of the work we've done. It looks really nice and neat, which we love to see. Let's just hope the tapes hold up because they're quite old. So we might have to maybe sometime in the future go over everything and just do it again with new tape. I think we're nearly finished setting up. Bence bir bu böyleydi bunun içinde. Pretty much done. We spent about 2-3 hours today just literally just cabling, making sure everything is tidy and neat because we want to be bringing people in and we want to make sure everyone's safe. Obviously we don't want any trip hazards, and we also don't want to risk damaging our cables because it's quite expensive and difficult to find it here. Drums are where we want them to be. The desk is looking nice and tidy. We just found this light literally right after we wrapped up, which is bringing all the cozy vibes in here, so we're loving it. We do need quite a few more things. We think we need a rug in here, just for the vibes. We need more chairs. There's one like quite traditional Cypriot style chair in the shed, so we're gonna bring that in, but we might need more. In the long run, we need a microphone stand, so I'm gonna be asking around to friends. And then we need to do something about the sound in here because it's quite echoey. So we need to dampen the sound. We might have to sort of get more rugs and stuff. And yeah, like I said, the studio is looking really cool, just how we kind of envisioned it, and it's looking like a real creative space. We're really looking forward to getting to work. Jose is coming back tomorrow to finish the song we started at the village. Hopefully if we're up nice and early, get the stuff that we need, and then we can get straight to work, write, record, use this space. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today. We'll be back. We'll see you tomorrow.